morning. Let's see. This is a bad connection. I hope that, hold on. Okay. Hopefully the connection stays good. All right, it is too early. All right, I haven't even used my voice yet, so pardon that. All right, so the only thing I've done is my skincare. Done my, it's all the Age Reversist line, cleanser, the serum, the moisturizer, and the eye cream. So that is all that's on my face right now. I was trying to decide whether I was going to do my eyes or my face first. I think I'll just go in. Good morning, Barbara. I think I'll just go in with my foundation. So I'm going to do something a little different. Good morning, Cindy. Do something a little different. Instead of my VFX, I'm going to go in with the Stay Matte. But I'm also going to throw on some BB cream first. So let me get that all situated. Alright, so BB cream in medium. So this is going to give me a little more skincare. It's going to give me an SPF of 15. Just gonna kind of even everything out. I could go right in with the Stay Matte, but adding this underneath again is giving me that SPF, is giving me some skincare. It's gonna even out any redness. You could basically just use the BB cream, but going in with the foundation on top is gonna give me even more coverage. So there we go. Check out that BB cream though, the coverage that it has. It's crazy. The CC cream is awesome too. I don't recommend it for oily skin tones. That's why I didn't put it on this morning, because I'm using the Stay Matte foundation. It's really formulated for someone with more of an oily skin tone, which I have more of a, it's a combination, kind of have everything. Combination, little dry patches, normal in some places, oily in some places, so. But it's formulated for more of an oily skin tone. It's going to keep you shine free all day. It has the same coverage as the VFX, which is my favorite. It has the same coverage and the same staying power. It is just, it's just the finish that's different. It's going to give you more of a matte velvet finish. So I'm just gonna apply it with a beauty sponge. I put a couple of dollops on there. That's probably way too much, so I may wipe some off. If I had a towel, I would. Okay, so let's just dot her on here. Now I had used this once before, but let's see if I can dab some off here. I had used this once before, but I had bought the wrong shade, so I wasn't crazy about it, obviously. But now that I have the right shade, I'll give it another try, because it really is pretty. It gives a really pretty finish. Awesome coverage. And it's only $12.90. Like, that's crazy. That's the retail price. So then I get it for $6.45. Isn't that crazy? The fact that it's good. So you can see it's a really, really pretty finish. It's full coverage. Turn my light on here. Here we go. Okay. And then I'm gonna do our more full coverage concealer just under my eyes. Got a little blemish here. I forgot to tell you, I did put, I've been using my tea tree oil serum on that little guy right there. Used to be a real big guy. This stuff is pretty phenomenal as a spot treatment for blemishes. So I've been using that at night and during the day for about a day and a half, and it has really diminished in size. It was really like hard and painful and huge, and now it's pretty much like flush with my skin, and it's going away very quickly. Cindy, I didn't notice that it settled into any fine lines, but again, I didn't have the right shade before, so I just kind of had a negative opinion about it anyway. So I'll see how it kind of wears throughout the day. Generally, for a more mature skin, you're gonna want something that's not so matte. You're gonna want either the VFX or the Luminous Serum. Something that has more moisture content to it is gonna be better for a more mature skin. Okay, so I just took my damp beauty sponge to blend in the concealer. Just like so. Makes me look a little bit more awake. Okay. And then I'm gonna set all of that with the Face Perfecting powder. My shade is Neutral Medium. Oh, I don't think I said the shade of the Stay Matte I'm using. It's 03, which I believe the shade name is called Natural. So 03 Natural. I'm gonna get a pretty dense brush, and I'm going in with that powder to kind of dab in under my eye, and I'm gonna set that concealer. I like to do that first so I don't give it a chance to crease up under the eye. I'm just doing little like dabbing motions. Okay, and then I'm also going to set my whole face, just a big fluffy brush with the same powder. So this powder is actually, you can tell I love it. I've already hit pan on it. It's actually a powder foundation, so it can even be used on its own. But when you set your foundation, which you should always do with powder, it even gives you another layer of coverage. Like so. I'm going to go ahead and do the eye primer. Love the powder, Amanda. Me too. So this is our eyeshadow primer. I like it even if I'm not putting eyeshadow on, because it just cancels out all of the redness I've got going on, the little dark veins that run through. But it will also prevent your eyeshadows from creasing, and just make them a little more vibrant too. And then I also like to go over that with the powder again. And that just makes kind of the perfect base for your eyeshadows and your blending and all of that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. Now, what I've been doing lately is the same thing I do when I hardly wear any makeup, and it's just going in. I'm excited for you to get your products too, Cindy. It's just going in with the brow mascara. Oh, my coffee's getting cold already, dang it. I'm gonna drink it fast. So I have the brow mascara in dark brown. And it, oh, and Cindy, your product, just speaking of your products, it looks like they're going to be delivered tomorrow. I'm hoping that'll jump up to maybe today, but I'll check tracking again today and let you know. Okay, so the brow mascara in dark brown. Basically, it comes out in a small little spoolie brush like a mascara, and we just swipe it onto the brow hairs. So this is going to obviously give the brows some color. So compared to like my natural hair color and, you know, the dark color that I dye it, this is going to match better. But it also just kind of fills in some of those gaps, and it looks really natural when you're all done. So rather than filling in your brows like I typically do, very dramatic and sharp and everything, which I still like, this just gives it a more like natural appearance. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Now I may go in with a pencil and fill in some of the places where there's just no, what was I saying? Oh, I may go in with a pencil and fill in some of those places where there's no hair. But typically, I just put on this mascara on the brow and I'm good to go. I love wearing it when I'm like just wearing like the BB or the CC cream. I like just throw on one of those creams, some powder. I put this on and some mascara, and that is it. And it just makes you look more put together, especially when my hair is so dark and my eyebrows are so light that it just looks a little goofy, especially when I'm when I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. But if you can throw this on, it just seems it just seems more put together. I don't know. And you can go in and do like a second layer, and it's just gonna kind of deepen it up a little more. And again, it's just coating the hairs itself. It doesn't, you're not coating the skin underneath at all. I don't know, I just love it. It wasn't a product that I even had given a second thought to. See, look at that. And your brows look like they're on without much work at all. So that's the brow mascara. It comes in blonde or light brown. The shade name changes from the catalog to the website, I think. And then there's brown and then dark brown, which is what I'm using. I could probably use a little bit darker of a shade since my hair's black, but the dark brown works good. Okay, let me go ahead and finish kind of my face. I'm gonna go in with the Sunkissed bronzer. Freaking love this bronzer. First of all, look how huge it is. That's a huge, huge amount of product. And it's matte. Well, they call it semi-matte, but there's like no shimmer to it at all. There's no glitter. I'm going with a fluffy brush. Tap off the excess, and this is just gonna warm your skin back up. Typically when you go in with your base, whatever it is, it's kind of canceling out everything you got going on. So you want to bring some warmth back in. And I I do that with the bronzer, and then you add a little color back to your cheeks with some blush, you know. So you put the bronzer on kind of in a 3 shape around your face. So top of the forehead, temples, back of the cheekbones, and it's gonna go here and down your neck. And don't go too overboard. You don't want to look like Schnooky or anything. Just a little sun-kissed. And it just brings that warmth back in. And I bring it down my neck, make everything kind of match up if it isn't already. I just try to blend really well here because sometimes when I get in my car in the morning, if I've done this real fast, I'm just like do and shake do like this, I'll get in my car and there's just like streaks of bronzer going down, so I try to spend some extra time down here. Okay, so that's the Sunkissed bronzing powder. Again, huge amount of product. I love it. And then for a little blush, let's see. I've been liking this shade. This is Modern Ballet. It's kind of a peachy mauve, pink kind of thing. Sorry. Eventually my voice will wake up also. Okay. Modern Ballet. Just kind of on the apples of the cheeks. I don't go like crazy with blush ever. I'm not a huge blush person. But it does look nice. Just add a little bit, just right on like the apples right here. And then I kind of blend it back into the bronzer. We don't want like a huge stripe like back in the 80s. Just right here, kind of top of the apples, and blend it back. And that's about all I'll do. You could go obviously much darker with it. I just tend to not. A lot of times I don't even put on blush. I'll just do the bronzer all over my cheeks and be good to go. Okay. Trying to decide if I'm gonna do any highlight. Let's do highlight while we're here. Just finish her off. So this is the TerraCotta Highlighter. It is quite intense. It's a really pretty shade. It's super creamy. Right there. I'm just gonna do just a tiny little bit. I don't go crazy with highlighter either. But I decided this morning I'm gonna do just a full face. So top of the cheekbones and kind of around, kind of in a C shape right here. I'm gonna do just a real small amount, like so, and just gives you a little bit of a glow. See that? And if you guys have not, if you don't know anything about these Farmasi products, they are toxin free. They are free of any harsh chemicals. Almost every single product is gluten-free. We follow European standards. So this company has been around for about 70 years. It was established in Turkey. It's one of the it's the number one makeup brand in Turkey. It's the top 3 in about 25 other European countries. I'll do a little more highlight here. Just top of the Cupid's bow there. Down the bridge of the nose. Okay. So what I was saying is, I know we're not the only company that's like gluten-free and toxin-free and vegan and all that. However, I think what kind of sets us apart is the price. These prices are like drugstore prices. but they're good. Like, they're good products. And sometimes that's hard to find. You know, people say, well, you get what you pay for. But no, we were talking drugstore prices. With the 50% off that you can get, less than drugstore prices. Like, it's phenomenal. Let's see. I guess I will just go right into eyes. I'm just going to do something really simple and easy on the eyes. Just use a couple of different shadows. Again, my brushes are never clean. This is the Morphe 433. It's like an exact dupe for the 217 from MAC. If you know anything about brushes, or the Sigma E25, they're all the freaking same. Something fluffy that's a little bit stiff. That's a good crease brush. I'm gonna go in with warm taupe. So it's just a kind of a darker brown, but not crazy dark. Like a taupey brown. Tapping off the excess, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of color through my crease. And these brushes just kind of do the work for you. That's the only thing I'm gonna say about investing in brushes is they do make eyeshadow application a lot easier because they kind of just do it for you. It fits right there in the socket of the eye, and just little circular motions and windshield wiper motions, and you'll get your crease color down. So, for example, on pricing, the foundation I just used, like I said before, $12.90. It's kind of unheard of, especially with a direct selling company. The powder, I believe, is also $12.90. The concealer I used was $9.90. The brow mascara around $9 or $10. Like, they're cheap, y'all. I'm telling you. My previous favorite foundation, I paid $60 for. And I paid it. I paid it because it was, you know, it was good quality. I'm gonna take this under my eyes also. You know, I paid it. I paid it every few months or a couple months, whatever. But like that VFX, which, oh my god, that VFX foundation is just the freaking bomb. It's less than half of that price. It's $24.90 retail. I get it for what is that? $12.45. So I'm paying a quarter of the price that I used to pay for my old favorite. Like, it's crazy. And then, like I said, this Stay Matte foundation is half of that. Like, where have you been all my life? Okay, so I'm just running that. It's not much. Like, there's not much color going on because I'm going real neutral. I wanted to wear a red lip today, so I tend to not go super crazy on the eyes when I do that. Sometimes I do. I mean, it just kind of depends on the occasion, I guess. Sorry, I didn't tell you what I went in with. This is coffee brown, so this is just more of a, I think it's a little warmer and has a little bit of shimmer. It's more of a bronzy brown. I'm really just kind of taking it in the same place, same brush and everything. I don't want to do anything like too complicated this morning. I take the same shades underneath Did I take that other shade underneath this eye? I don't think I did. Don't think I did. And when I go underneath my eye, I tend to just not even pay attention to what I'm doing. Like, I just get it under there. I don't have to look. You're just kind of smoking all that out and making it match the top. Again, super neutral, like you can hardly even tell there's anything there, but you know, there is. Now the only thing I think I'll do is just kind of deepen that up a little bit. I really didn't want to go in with black, but just a touch. So this is Black Tide. I think these eyeshadows are $9 and you get a really like good amount of product. Let's see if it has the ounces on here. 0.17 ounces of product compared to, well, I don't have any other shadows to compare it to. I got rid of them all. Okay, so like I meant to do way less black than that, but I'm gonna tap like most of it off. I'm literally just right here. We're just gonna kind of, again, let that brush do the work and just stamp it. And then make sure it's well blended. Like that. Just deepening it up the tiniest little bit. And this step isn't necessary for everybody. It's just me being a little extra. And then I like to go in with kind of a fluffier brush that doesn't have anything on it and just blend everything right there. And again, I'm being like I'm not being real precise. I mean, this is just like windshield wiper and little circles with nothing on the brush and just blending that out. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I don't want to waste a lot of time on eyeshadow because who freaking has time for that? All right. Well, I say that, and then I'm gonna have to really take my time. I'm gonna do a little bit of gel liner, but I'm gonna try to keep it super simple. Put all this stuff back. Okay. So this is our Kajal gel liner. It is solid black. And then I'm going in with just a really small angled brush like this. It is the MAC 263, if you're wondering exactly what it is. So I'm gonna just try to do this real quick. I'm not an expert with putting on liner, but basically, outer corner of the eye, you wanna line it up with the lower lash line and the outer corner of your eyebrow. And then I do like a small triangle there. I fill in right there at the lash line. And then I bring it all the way across. Hey, buddy. Sleep good? You go watch something in the living room? Okay. I'm doing a video. I'll be out in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right. So then I just take it really thin. And, yes, Amy. Yes, I do. Take it really thin on the inner corner. Now again, I'm no expert with this at all. I just try to get it laid down. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the other eye. Kind of the same thing, use the brush to line up the lower lash line up to the outer corner of the brow. I make a little kind of guideline. I try not to tug on my eye if I can help it, but this eye I feel like I always have to. And then inner corner. Sorry, I'm not the best with explaining liner because I can't talk while I do it. And actually this is the step I hate most in a routine, but it makes such a difference when you're all done. But I also tend to put lashes on and then kind of cover up everything I did, so what's the point, right? Okay, that'll work. If I mess with it too much, it'll get all crazy. I am gonna put just a little bit that I have extra on the outer corner of the lower lash line. And then take a little small brush, if I have one that's clean. There we go. And I like to smudge it a little bit. All right. That's pretty much it for the eyes. Like I said, I'm just trying to make it just fairly neutral and simple because I want to do a red lip. One thing I will do before I do that is I'm going to take my highlighter again and just put it right under the brow bone. So it's the same highlighter that I did top of my cheeks and nose and all of that. I'll just take a really stiff brush and right under the brow bone here, give a little bit of highlight to it. Oh, Amy, is it my first direct sales job? No. Sorry, I didn't read your whole question, I guess. No, it's not my first. I've sold for Senegence first, as far as makeup, Senegence, and then Red Aspen, and then I dabbled in Bellamy briefly, but now I'm just with Farmasi. Okay, now I'm done with the eyes. Except for lashes and mascara and all that jazz, but okay. So the red lip I want to do is Red Love. This color is freaking phenomenal. And then I'm going to use the lip liner in 207. with it. These matte liquid lipsticks are smudge proof and waterproof, and they don't transfer. While I'm talking, I'm going to put on a small, just one layer of 3D mascara. So yeah, they are, like, they don't kiss off. They do wear off slowly throughout the day, but I have been able to put them on, eat breakfast and lunch, you know, and make it through the workday without having to reapply. Not always. I guess it depends on what I'm eating for lunch, but for the most part. Yes, Amy, I used to be with Bellamy. Not for very long, though. Okay, and then I'll coat my bottom lashes. Who am I signed under for Farmasi? Oh, his eye is getting red. I think I got something in it. Whew. Sorry, my nose started running too. Whew. Cold coffee. That's just fantastic. Amy, I am signed under Caitlin Van Zandt. All right, now I have gone back to these tried and true cheap lashes from Amazon, and they're pretty phenomenal. They're called Christina, that's the brand, but they are a dupe for red cherry lashes, if you're familiar with those at all. So this is the Christina number 43. And they are like an exact dupe for Red Cherry 43. And they usually, I don't need to trim. Let me, yeah, no, I don't need to trim these. So I'm just going to put a little glue on and have that drying while I line my lips. This eye is getting really red. Holy crap. I don't know if I got a brush hair in it or what. Okay, anyway, let's get some glue on it. Sorry, I'm just contemplating. I think I'm going to put a little bit of black liner in my waterline. If I can freaking find it. Where is it? There we go. This is the Extralast black liner. Again, just in the outer corner here. And a little bit on the, like, on my tight line. Just a little bit on the top here, the top waterline. keep saying, okay, I'm done with the eyes, and I keep messing with them. All right, let me pop this lash on real quick. Aren't those pretty? Look how red the eye is. Jesus. Yeah, there's like a brush hair in it or something. I'll have to dig it out when I'm done here. Alright. Glue on the other lash. I felt like I was saying something a minute ago. What was I saying? Early, I don't know. Thank you, Melissa. So I've got glue on the second lash. Just brushing away anything that's kind of falling down, and then I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, my nose is running. My nose always starts running right in the middle of the video. Right here on this side. All right. Pop this on. Oh, Melissa, I might let you hook me up because I've been wanting to try those. And thank you, by the way. Thank you. My skin's not perfect. It's really not, I promise. Good morning, Nicole. But these, I tried the Stay Matte foundation this morning, and I'm really liking it. And I did the BB cream underneath. All right. Now, let me just kind of clamp these down a little bit, and then we'll do our red lip. We'll be done. I used the shade 03. 03, and I think the shade name is Natural, if I'm not mistaken. This lash isn't cooperating here. I'll just let the glue dry and not mess with it. Oh, I need a Kleenex and I don't have any. Hold on, I've got to improvise. I gotta find something. There we go. Amy, I've been with them since the end of June. Sorry, I've got to do this. I've got to just gotta just hold this here a second. Oh yeah, I need to work this business because it's taken off. I kind of hit the ground running in June, and it's been really exciting. Sorry, I know this is probably should be embarrassing, but it's not. My nose is gonna drip all over the place if I don't do that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, started the end of June. I became a director in July, and I maintained in August. I'm got some rock stars underneath me. I'm hoping it just keeps going. I think it will. It's pretty exciting. Okay. So, 207 lip liner. I don't know if I'm going to do this first. Sometimes I like to just do the lip liner after to kind of perfect the line. I know it's crazy and probably the wrong way to do it, but I think that's what I'll do. So this is 05 Red Love. Freaking love this color so much. And it's just like one swipe, opaque coverage. That color. Thank you, Melissa. I don't understand your question, Amy. Did you say when in? And then I use the tip of the applicator to get there, but you know, get right up, like use it as a liner, but I still go in with the lip liner after. Because with a red lip, you know, you really gotta get it almost perfect. Freaking love that color. I can never do this part of my lips good. Anybody else? Like ever. Sometimes I do this, which I've done right now, and they look like little mountain peaks. Oh well. Okay, so then I like to go in with the liner after and like really perfect the line. Like that. I know this is probably backwards to some of you to do the liner after. It's just what works for me with a darker lip color like this or something more dramatic. I don't know, it just gives me more of a perfect line. I feel like when I do the lip liner first and then try to fill in with the lipstick, I still get it, like, I don't know, I'll still take the lipstick sometimes outside of the lip liner and it just still looks wonky, so. Alright. Love that color so much. It's definitely a blue-based red. It's not a pinky red, which I don't like pinky reds, and reds tend to always be pinky reds, it seems like. Can never find a good one. This is a good one. And you can see they don't transfer. The lip liner does. So that, see that little bit right there? The lip liner does. So that is one kind of, what's the word? Not a perk. What's the opposite of a perk? I Mine's not working. It's kind of a downfall of doing the lip liner over the top, because so you're gonna lose a little bit of that transfer proofness, because your lip liner is going to come off on a cup. You can tell right in the center, you know, it doesn't transfer at all. You could always do this and then I guess go over it again with the lipstick. You could go over that lip line again, but then I would just mess it up, so I just keep it as it is. All right, that is pretty much the look. I'm gonna fix my hair and then I gotta get to work. But oh, no. I always forget this in my videos and I do it after. The Time Locker spray. We are gonna give us a little spritz of this. I love this stuff. And when you spray this, I like to keep my eyes closed while it dries. Or at least just look straight ahead, don't look up, don't look down. Because it's, you know, everything's wet, so especially if you've got like your mascara on and you spritz that, you've made the mascara wet, you have the potential of messing some stuff up. So that's pretty much it. That Time Locker spray is going to keep everything just locked in and set for the rest of the day. Yay. All right, if you have any questions, you can just comment them below, and you guys have a great day. I'm going to take a before and after once I fix my hair and everything, because this is quite a dramatic change from what we started with. So I will post that later, and yeah, have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.